Welcome to the Philippines. Threads of Heritage, discovering the timeless beauty of Philippine cultural heritage. Preserving the past and embracing the future as we unveil the cultural heritage in the Philippines. The Republic of the Philippines is an island republic in the Western Pacific Ocean. The people who lives in the Philippines are called Filipinos. This country, the Philippines, has its own unique heritage, customs, traditions, and beliefs. Some Filipinos are diverse people who are gifted with such an astonishing place to live. Philippines is a part of the Asia continent, which is known for its rich culture, history, and the beauty of its landscape. It is a home to many centuries-old churches, turn-of-the-century mansions, ancient forts, and modern museums. The Philippines is an archipelago comprising 7,100 islands. Filipinos are rich with grand historical places which becomes the most visited tourist attractions in the world. Some of these historical places become the home of world-class architectures and cultural centers. Moreover, Philippines has many historical places which has an interesting stories to tell and facts to reveal. Luneta Park. One of the leading historical places in the Philippines is the Luneta Park, which can be found in the country's capital city, Manila. Luneta Park was built as a tribute to our national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal, for his bravery in fighting for the Philippine independence. It was previously known as Bagong Bayan and later on named as Luneta Park. This was the place where Dr. Jose Rizal was executed by a Spanish military firing squad on December 30, 1896, because of the spreading ideas of revolution against Spanish rule. As we can see, the park features the Rizal Monument, which Rizal's remains are interred, as well as museums, gardens, and open-air concert halls. Magellan's Cross. Magellan's Cross is one of the significant historical landmarks in Cebu City. It marks the spot where the Portuguese explorer Ferdinand Magellan planted a cross when he landed in the Philippines in 1521, symbolizing the introduction of Christianity to the country. This site is located in front of the Cebu City Hall near the Basilica Minor del Santo Niño at Magallanes Street, which was named after Magellan. It is said that Ferdinand Magellan planted a cross to show that first time in history, the Roman Catholicism and Europeans were able to arrive in the Philippines. Barasuain Church. Barasuain Church is an important religious and historical site in the Philippines located in Malolos, Bulacan. It was built in 1888 and was known as one of the Roman Catholic Church in the Philippines. It served as the headquarters of the Malolos Congress, which drafted the Malolos Constitution, the first constitution in the Philippines. The church symbolizes the country's struggle and hard work as they aspire for independence as well as democracy. The historic city of Vigan. Vigan is one of the UNESCO World Heritage Site located in Ilocos Sur, in the northwest part of Luzon. It was established in the 16th century and is a well-preserved example of a planned Spanish colonial town in Asia. It is known for its unique blend of Asian as well as European cultures because it features impressive architectural and cultural landmarks, including churches, Spanish colonial era houses, as well as buildings. The historical city is famous for its cobblestone streets, horse-drawn carriages, and traditional crafts that depicts colonial history, architecture, and culture in the Philippines. Paway Church. Paway Church is also known as St. Augustine Church, which can be found in the municipality of Paway, Ilocos Norte in the Philippines. It is one of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites and a best historical example of Filipino Baroque architecture. It is a Roman Catholic church which was built in the 18th century. It features massive buttresses and a distinct earthquake-resistant design. The St. Augustine Church or the Paway Church is one of the oldest churches in the Philippines and is one of the most visited sites and major attractions of Ilocos Norte. It was built from a coral blocks and stucco plastered bricks. The architecture is a unique combination of Gothic, Baroque, and Oriental. Fort Santiago. Fort Santiago is a 16th century military defense structure located within the Intramuros, the walled city of Manila. It is known as one of the oldest fortifications in Manila and was built by the Spaniards in 1957. It served as a prison during the Spanish colonial period and witnessed the imprisonment and execution of our national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal. Today, it houses the Rizal Shrine Museum that showcased Rizal's life and works. The Philippines recognized the significance of this historical site and was declared as a national monument and a national shrine, which is called as Shrine of Freedom, dedicated to Dr. Jose Rizal and all those people who sacrifices their lives in order to achieve freedom. The Pastor Ancestral House. The Pastor House in Batangas is considered as one of the historical places in the Philippines. It is one of the structures that were built in 19th century and is still standing in the city. It depicts architectural significance and association with important historical events. This ancestral house was originally owned by Mr. Alejo Acosta, the barrio captain of Batangas in 1883. The house is a classic Filipino-style bahay na bato. It gained historical importance when an assassination attempt was made on Governor General William Howard Taft during his visit to the house. Evidence of the bullet that would have taken his life is still present in one of the doors. The preservation of the Pastor House showcases the cultural heritage of the Philippines and serves as a reminder of the country's past. Malacañang Palace. The Malacañang Palace is also found in Manila. It is the official residence and workplace of the President of the Philippines since 1935. Malacañang Palace is known for its rich history and served as the colonial mansion of Spanish governors general and later the American governors general, and it becomes the subsequent residence of Philippine presidents. There are some parts of the palace that are open to the public, which they allow visitors to see and learn about the country's political history. Casa Manila. Casa Manila is located in the heart of Intramuros, Manila. Casa Manila is a reconstructed Spanish colonial house showcasing the lifestyle of the Filipino elites during the Spanish colonization in the Philippines. It is a museum that features well-preserved furniture, artworks, and period pieces that depicts Spanish colonial era. The Bahay Chinoy. The Bahay Chinoy is a building located in Intramuros, Manila, Philippines. It houses the Kaisa Angelo King Heritage Center. A museum documents the history, lives, and contributions of the ethnic Chinese in the Philippine life and history. Thus, it is a museum dedicated to the Filipino Chinese community's history and contributions. It showcases artifacts, photographs, and interactive exhibits that highlight the intertwined history of the Philippines and the Chinese immigrants who settled in the country. Banawi Rice Terraces. The Banawi Rice Terraces is one of the national cultural heritage and treasure of the Philippines. This historical site is being protected and maintained by the indigenous people here in the Philippines, particularly the Ifugaos. It is considered as the eighth natural wonder of the world by many Filipinos. The view is very spectacular, inspiring, and really majestic, created by the Ifugao people. The terraces shows a persistence of cultural traditions and remarkable continuity and endurance that is being preserved by our ancestors. Other aspects that the Filipinos can be proud of are those historical practices and beliefs that have shaped the Filipino culture and traditions. Bayanihan Spirit. Bayanihan is one of the Filipino traditional practices as it signifies communal unity and cooperation. It is a good practice of the Filipino people where members of a community come together to help one another in times of need, such as moving houses or rebuilding homes during calamities without expecting any rewards. Although it still exists today, but it is not the same as before, that Filipino people will literally carry a house and move it to another places. But still, Filipinos are very helpful and have a strong communities as they are always willing to help when there is someone in need. Traditional clothing style. The traditional clothing style of our ancestors goes like this. It is typically the clothing style of our indigenous people. Men wear bahag and a tapis or a round skirt for women. Some Filipinos also wear traditional Filipino attire, which includes the barong Tagalog for men and the terno or Filipiniana for women. These garments feature intricate embroidery and represent the country's cultural identity. But in today's generation, although Filipinos still practice this clothing style but only when there's special occasions and events such as Buwan ng Wika. Animistic beliefs. In ancient times, in the pre-colonial era, the people of the Philippines followed a belief system called animism. They believed in a powerful deity known as Bathala to the Tagalogs, Kabunyan to the Ilocanos, and Laon or Aba to the Visayas. It simply means that ancient people held the profound belief that every element of the world possessed a spirit. It can be rocks, trees, animals, humans, or natural occurrences. These spirits were collectively referred to as anito. a term derived from the ancient languages of Proto-Malayo-Polynesian, Canito, and Proto-Austronesian, which both signify the concept of the spirit of the dead. This belief in animism was reinforced by the early migrants from island Southeast Asia who shared similar animistic beliefs. Animistic belief holds significant historical importance in the Philippines due to its deep-rooted influence on the country's indigenous cultures and traditions. It serves a testament to the rich spiritual heritage of the Filipino people, reflecting their ancient origins and enduring wisdom to their ancestors. Superstitious beliefs. In the Philippines, early Filipinos also have a superstitious beliefs. It is an irrational beliefs or practices that is based on fear or ignorance associated with luck, omens, or supernatural forces. It is a belief that there are certain events that will bring good or bad luck. One common superstitious belief in the Philippines is that when there's a black cat crossing your path, it means it will bring a bad luck. Wildlife hunting. In ancient time, wildlife hunting is one of the major practices as well as a primary means of livelihood for many indigenous people. This practice serves as one of the significant historical practice or culture of the early people in the Philippines. Hunting is a common activity of the early people as they are searching wild animals in the forest to hunt them for their foods. Traditional hunting methods include bow hunting and rifle hunting. Indigenous people hunt animals as their source of food, generally share and eat the product of the hunt within the community. Philippines is also rich with vibrant and colorful festivals. Our country, the Philippines, is known for its vibrant and colorful festivals that celebrate different aspects of culture and history. One of the Philippines' famous festival is the Sinulog Festival in Cebu City. This festival is celebrated in honor of Santo Niño, the baby Jesus. Sinulog Festival is done by a ritual dance signifies the story of the Filipino people's acceptance of Christianity. The annual Sinulog Festival in Cebu marks Christianity's arrival in the Philippines. Ati-Atihan Festival is annually celebrated in the month of January. The Ati-Atihan Festival refers to an annual colorful and lively celebration in Calibo, Philippines. It celebrates to honor the indigenous Ati people, the inhabitants in the island of Panay, and their cultural traditions and way of life. This festival is dedicated and symbolizes Santo Niño, the baby Jesus. It allows the Ati people to celebrate their faith and cultural heritage. The Ati-Atihan Festival brings the elements of religion, culture, and entertainment and is a must-see event for anyone visiting the Philippines. This festival features a lively and energetic dance as they wear unique costumes, put a paint in their faces and bodies as they are dancing along with the beat of the drums.
May likha, 7,000 pulo ang ginawa. Mga hiyas na inilatag sa malasutlang dagat.
One of the country's cultural festival is the Panagbenga Festival. It is celebrated for the rich culture and history of the Philippines in the Cordillera region. It performs street dances featuring the colorful and intricate traditional costumes and dances of the tribes in the region. Every year, the colorful and vibrant Panagbenga Festival blooms in Baguio, showcasing its rich floral beauty and cultural heritage. This festival is celebrated every month of February. Filipino people celebrate Panagbenga Festival to pay homage for the beautiful flowers in the city. Respecting the elders is the most common practice and characteristic of a Filipino. Filipino people are known for having a good characteristic and for being respectful. Filipino culture places a strong emphasis on respecting and honoring elders. Younger Filipinos show respect for elders by performing the mano gesture, where they lightly touch the hand of an elder to their forehead. When Filipino perform the pagmamano practice, they often say, "Mano po," and the elders will respond, "Kawaan ka ng Diyos, anak," which means that, "May God bless or have mercy on you." This practice is greatly performed in the Philippines as our way of greeting and respecting our elders. The main reason for this traditional practice is because Filipino culture gives a high value to the family and Filipinos treat everybody as family. Filipinos are proud of the richness and grandeur of their culture, traditions, and beliefs, which are handed down from one generation to another. Their culture, traditions, and beliefs became part of their lives, recreating a strong sense of dignity and honor. These mentioned historical places, practices, and beliefs highlight the cultural diversity, creativity, and resilience of the Filipino people. They serve as a connection to the country's past and are celebrated to this day, preserving the rich heritage and traditions of the Philippines.